Another week, boys, and another TWAB. Yeah, I'm ready now. This week at Bungie, a new season is upon us. Season of Dawn has finally come. Osiris calls upon you to combat the remnants of the Red Legion and prevent them from creating an alternate reality where they are victorious. Oh my god. Is anybody really paying attention to the narrative? Like, don't get me wrong, I like the fact that Saint 14's coming back. And technically, this narrative where we bring Saint 14 back would not make sense if the Red Legion themselves weren't trying to change the past and create an alternate, better future. But man, how many times, how many narratives are gonna go into time travel? Essentially though, guys, obelisks are now around the Tangled Shore as well as Mars. There'll be a new one next week, and with it will be some new loot. In the process, a legend will need saving next week as well, which is of course Saint 14. Now, Bungie also showed off the 3 new exotics that dropped with this season, which of course is the Hunter exotic, the Bombardiers, which we reviewed yesterday. We'll have a build this weekend on it. Promethean Spur, which is the Warlock exotic boots, and the Severance Enclosure, which I heard was pretty poopy. I haven't looked at them yet. Now, moving on. The Dawning event, yes, has returned to us. It begins next week at 9 a.m. Pacific, and Eva, aka the grandmother of Destiny, is returning next week with more sweets. You'll be able to gain progress toward bounties and rewards for some seasonal cheer. You'll be able to throw some snow in people's face. Sounds exciting. Now, right after it is an SMG called the Cold Front, which is actually a 750 round per minute SMG. Looks like Antio, shoots like Terrible. Now, if your wallet's already sweating, no sweat. Weekly and repeatable Dawning bounties also will grant you bright dust, giving you more sources of currency for new items on the Eververse storefront. And these are the items. Look at that. You can ride the Black Talon or a random polar bear. Actually, no lie, I love these ghosts, especially the snow globe one. Damn it, Bungie. There'll also be a new finisher. They said it's a one-time silver-only buy. And if you're a fan of Frozen and you like to dress up like Elsa on a regular basis, then I guess this finisher's for you. What in the hell? What? Ice skating? Really? Thank God it's a Hunter in this. There's no way in hell they could get a Titan to agree to do this animation. If I see some Titans in the wild, ice skating, I'm taking your Titan card. You can go play Hunter and Warlock. This is not ballerina time. This is war, fellas. The Red Legion are trying to change time. Why the hell are we opening gifts? And damn it, Eva, pork loin. Now, beneath that, we also have the Season Pass. For those that have not actually picked up the rewards from last season, you can actually go to this website right here and obtain a free exotic. I didn't even know this was a thing until yesterday, but you go to the website, which is Bungie's website. We're not sending you to some sketchy place, fellas, and you input your username and password. Oh my god, this is sounding terrible. Anyways, you hit the exotic, you claim it, and then it goes to your postmaster. Now, there's been some speculation about the Dawning event. Are we gonna get SRL back? At least to my knowledge, no. The only things we're getting from the Dawning event is gonna be like the normal cosmetic items, the new SMG Cold Front, as well as the machine gun Avalanche. Outside of that, I don't know anything else that's going on. I don't see SRL. I see a lot of Sparrows, especially in this trailer, but they don't look to be racing. That's definitely a Sunday stroll speed. That is not the heat of competition. No, that is just a showcase of Sparrows that would be present next week in Eververse. Now, there was something that came up today, and I'm not trying to clickbait you here, but it's about trials. Essentially, a gentleman by the name of DVS was trying to do something in one of the private matches inside of Crucible, and this popped up on his screen. Now, it actually has some directions to getting this set up. He said, first, you have the other person in your fire team set as the leader. Have them set up an elimination match, quickly finish the match, 2-round preferable, and at the end, make sure your cursor is hovering over where elimination normally floats on the private match lobby screen. And he said, essentially what will pop up, and I guess it's just a bug, is this picture right here, which of course may not look like much to you, but those little check boxes are obviously the check boxes that occur when you obtain wins in trials. The top boxes being the amount of wins you need to get to the lighthouse, and the 3 check boxes below that account for the losses that you get on that card. So is Trials coming back? I don't know, man. That one's wild. I've been kind of on the edge about it. The fact that that's popping up in the game right now doesn't necessarily tell me when Bungie's going to introduce something like Trials back into Destiny 2. What it does tell me, though, it's obviously in the works. And Bungie wouldn't do this from the top down. They wouldn't go ahead and put in a placeholder and our trial card before they actually implement elimination creation. No, they would obviously do it from the ground up. So if they've got this in the game already, Bungie might already have trials in the game right now. So it's not unlikely, guys. Crazy that this gentleman right here even found this. Now, I wouldn't jump up and say trials is coming back next week, all right? That is not what I'm saying. This is just more verification that trials is obviously in the works in some way. It might be here sooner than we think. Might not be Christmas, but maybe Valentine's Day. I don't know. I'm just ballparking here, boys. Well, guys, that is our TWAB. Nothing too crazy. Season of the Dawn is raging on. We've got a lot of new perks and weapons to go over, as well as some exotic catalysts. We will be spending the next few days cranking out as many reviews as we possibly can. So I'll see you then. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.